Are you ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon. Well, hey everybody, and happy Pride. Welcome to the Roundtable. It's the first of our 5-part series celebrating Pride. 5 parts on Thursdays, and then another 5 parts for the Roundtable Talk. So we have so much pride. I hope you're proud and have pride in everything that you do. And I'm so excited you're joining us. We have a big-ass show. That's right, Kalyn Allen and Angelica Ross are here. So excited. Kalyn Allen's first time on the Roundtable. Angelica's 3rd time. Insanity. She came on last Pride, and now she's back. Now, if you're watching this, I'm not really here. I'm currently in rehearsal because I have a big old show to do tomorrow night. That's right, live at 54 Below, we are doing my playlist. And it is with Marquise Hitchcock, Avita Loca, Robbie Roselle, and Yasuhiko Fukuoka. And it's going to be at 54 Below in New York City. And there's not many seats left, but you can get a virtual ticket. You sure can. Come see me because I'm singing those songs right now. Just go to 54below.com and grab your tickets, and I'll see you there. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm so excited about Pride. I'm so excited about all the things that's to come. We'll talk more about what my plans are in a few. But how about we do something that we do every single week at the start of this show? You may know it. I sure know it. It's called the Week in Review. Take a peek. Isn't it weird that I'm not in my normal spot? My normal spot is over there. But I don't have everything set up because there's a lot of moving and things going on for the future in the future months. So we're a little discombobulated and disjointed at the moment. But we'll get it together. We'll be back over at the brick wall. In no time at all, I promise you that. Well, over the past few weeks, I did get to go away. I did sneak away. I hope you had a good Memorial Day. I was celebrating this one over here's bachelor party. Happy Memorial Day, Drew, Griffin, and Esther. We all were out and about and celebrating together. Yes, I had a little beach moment. I ate a little bit of food from this hut that was delicious. Look at us all having a good, grand time. We had fun. Congratulations, Drew. His wedding is this summer. And, oh, yes, that's us on the street. And, oh, that's my friend Rachel. That's Mike. And we had so much fun. Just look at how cute we are. How much fun did we have? I had such a blast with everybody as we celebrated. There's the whole crew together. So Drew thought he was funny, and he made us go on a rainforest tour. Did I show you this one? Oh boy, there we are in the rainforest, and there we are after a long night. And he didn't tell us what we were in for, and we were in for things like this. Diving, rolling down. Yeah, let's rewind that back again. That's me going down a natural water slide. I don't do things like this.
There you go.
Yeah, and watch me bounce off of it like a pinball. No, thank you. No, thank you. Thank you, Drew, for that. We had a blast. We're really excited for your wedding and to celebrate it this summer. I'm excited for him for sure. And then my ex-wife. Yeah, you know the story. We celebrate. It was her birthday the other day. That's her mom. That's her son. That's the Sams. Donna, we went to Little Italy and we celebrated her birthday. We have Harry Potter over here. Yeah, look at us in the Harry Potter staircase. The Harry Potter exhibit is now in New York, and it's a really good time. And if you have Harry Potter fans, look at that. It's good. You'll enjoy it a lot. You'll have a good time, I promise you. So thank you to Harry Potter for having us, and happy birthday, Sam. Hope you had the best birthday ever. So it was a good break. It was a really good break, and it gears us up and gets me ready for all that's to come this week and tomorrow and this weekend. I might as well give you the shameless plug, right? Because I'm shameless. Well, as I told you, we are having a big old show. The live stream information, like I said, is here, and you can catch it tomorrow night. It's only showing one time, so it's live. So you got to get it while you can. If you're on the East Coast, it's at 9:30. If you're on the West Coast, it's at 6:30, and I hope to see you there. We have a whole month of events coming up, and I am singing at the Gotham Pride Night on Sunday with over 15,000 fans at Red Bull Arena in Harrison. And then I'm celebrating Pride with Margaret Josephs, and then I'm going to Detroit. So we have a whole week of events. Plus, it's the beginning of Tribeca Film Festival. And in July, I will be bringing you a month of Tribeca Film Festival red carpets right from here. So we are official partners with the Tribeca Film Festival. So the Roundtable is just moving on up. So come see me this weekend. Come see me at the Gotham game. Come see me in Englewood with Margaret Josephs of The Real Housewives on Wednesday. We have some housewives coming to the show tomorrow. It's definitely a party. It's definitely a party of a month. I'm exhausted and so much is going on, but we can handle it, right? We've got this. Oh, if you only knew my personal life. Boy, you could always go to robertbannon.com or follow me on the Instagram for more information, and make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I am excited about it all. It's all so good. It's all icing and gravy on the cake. Icing on the cake, gravy on the... You know what I'm saying. If you haven't caught our bonus episodes this week, they're pretty great. We did put up a teacher's end of the year chat with Eddie B, TikTok superstar, plus Tony nominee Lap Chi Chu and director Nick J. Brown. It's all on the YouTube page that you're watching right now, so make sure you check it out. And yes, then Monday we put a Memorial Day special with Danielle Monet Truitt, who stars on Law & Order Organized Crime with Chris Maloney. Did you not see it? You need to see it. It's so good. She's so sweet. I fell in love with her. I did. I fell in love with her. I think she's such a superstar. So, the stars are always here and we always have events. So just click notification because you never know what kind of interviews may just pop on up. Well, that means it's time for our famous, I know Christine Clifton in North Carolina is going to sing along to it. Hey, friend, hey.
I'll be there for you. How you doing?
Well, I figured for this Hey Friend Hey, our good friend Stephen Mosher at Broadway World did a really great article, and he picked 10 videos that I should be proud of. He picked his 10 favorite videos. We made a little clip of it. I wanted to shout out Stephen Mosher and Broadway World, and I wanted to shout out the band that's playing with me tomorrow, Yaz, and the drummer, Josh, and the guitarist, David, and the bassist, Wes, and we have two background singers, Roger and Lauren, and my guests, Robbie and Evita Loca, and Marquise Hitchcock. And thank you so much to Adrian and to Belle, who helped assist me, and to Scholar PR for doing my publicity work. And why don't we take a trip down memory lane and see 10 Robert moments.
After all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind, I'm still standing. Love you guys. How deep is the ocean? Oh, how I hate to see October.
And we'll be excited and thrilled for all that's to come. Congratulations, and thank you for your time today.
Thank you so much, Robert. Thank you for having me. Yeah, get those tickets. Some like it hot, and that ain't bad.
Happy birthday to you. And it's so hard to say goodbyes when there's so much that's left unspoken in our eyes. From a distance, there is harmony. I loved a man who seemed to do it all. By day he ran the bank in town, by night he coached baseball.
What a journey. When I look back at that, before the pandemic, this was just starting, and what's happened, I'm so amazed and so grateful. And every time I put up a show in New York City and 100 people come out to see me, I am so grateful. I'm so grateful. And I'm so excited to share Pride with you this month. We have so many fun shows ahead for you that are really great. And we're going to start things off with our first bonus, which is called our Talks Pride, our Roundtable Talks Pride. It's a really good one. It's really fun about great new events. It's coming up this weekend. Jonathan Burke and Matt Walker are here. They're Broadway superstars. They have a brand new show on Broadway. And then Justin Elizabeth Sayer is doing a night of 1,000 Judys. So this weekend, be on the lookout for that. Plus, Archie's here. That's right. David Archuleta is joining us. What a journey he's had. And Mercury Stardust, who is the trans handy ma'am. That's next week on June. In June, it will be not on the 1st. It'll be on Tuesday. So make sure you join us every Tuesday for our Pride programming. Boy, I'm exhausted. All right, Kalyn Allen is here. I have nothing to say. I'm so excited. He's the best. I can't think of somebody more exciting to open up this month than our next guest we've been watching. It makes me laugh. It makes me have joy. And I'm just obsessed with the energy. Come on, energy. Come on, Kalyn Allen. Welcome to the Roundtable. Kalyn Allen, everybody.
Hey, happy Pride.
Happy Pride. I don't know when you sleep. When do you sleep?
That is a very good question. You know what? I do. That is the one thing I am able to do is sleep. But do I have 50 million jobs? I do, but I wouldn't want it any other way.
Well, I hear that. And I wanted to take this moment on this June 2nd and have this little walk down Kalyn Allen memory lane. Do you know I found digging around and I found this picture of you at Temple University.
Yes.
And you went to school, you grew up and went to school there with a BA in theater and studying film. And like through magic, like fairy magic dust, you have exploded.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, that was back in, when did I graduate Temple? I graduated from Temple in 2018, but I was already working at the Ellen DeGeneres show while I was still in school. So it was my senior year. And it was about November 2017 when I made my first food reaction video. I taped my first episode of Ellen in December, and then I moved to LA in January. So it was all back to back to back to back. And then I did class for Temple at night. So I would go to Ellen during the day, and then I would go to class at night. And then I went back for graduation in May.
And when I was going to college, I would go to class during the day, and then I would clean a Dairy Queen machine, and then I would go home.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with a Dairy Queen, okay? Listen here. I love a good Dairy Queen. Okay.
I love Dairy Queen too. But chocolate or vanilla, I don't discriminate.
Okay, amen.
But what a wild journey you bring up. Your videos, your YouTube videos, your reaction videos to food and to pop culture and everything. Billions of views for just being you. So when you see kids out here, especially in this season, especially with everything going on with pride and laws and drag and trans rights and everything that's going on, when you think of you as a kid, you've been embraced and have this platform, found your people for being you. What does that feel like now with the success that you've had? And when you look back when you were younger, before it all happened?
Well, you know, I often tell people that a lot of who I am today is built off of the lack thereof that existed. And I think I, from a very young age, already knew that I stood out from the rest. And I already knew that people were going to feel some type of way about who I was or how I decided to, you know, express myself. And I just, from a very early age, decided I didn't care, because the way that I saw it was, at the end of the day, when this life is over, I'm the only person I need to be answering to, you know, and there are going to be many enemies. There are going to be many walls that are built up. There are going to be many obstacles that I'm going to face. That is inevitable. That is a part of the human life cycle. That will happen no matter you are gay, straight, bi, whatever. It's going to happen. And so I decided that I was going to just roll with the punches no matter what. But one thing I was never going to sacrifice was myself.
Amen. And I hope everyone listening really takes that in and really holds on to that, because that is a whole gospel word right there. Yeah. When what was it like when it first started to happen? Was it scary? I mean, you're graduating school, you go on Ellen, you get an ongoing thing. You're on red carpets, which you're so good at, and it's not easy, everybody. It looks easy. It is not. It's chaos on a red carpet. What was it like as it just exploded?
Well, you know, the first year, it was really scary. I was in a whole different world that I didn't know. And I don't think initially the people that I was working with or around thought that it was going to become what it has today. I think people thought that it was just going to be really quick and really cute, and it was going to be 15 seconds of fame, and then I was just going to go about my merry business. And I knew I wanted more for myself. So I came in ready to work, focused on the bigger picture. I knew that food videos was just the jumping off point, but that is not what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And because I was a theater and film major, I knew I wanted to be an actor. I knew I wanted to work in TV. So I am just, it's just who I am and how I work. I just apply myself to always become better than who I was before. And I don't think people expected it. And I think that's why it was so challenging for me at the beginning, was because there were a lot of people telling me what I couldn't do, or people underestimating me or doubting me, and me being like, well, just wait on it, because I got something to show you.
And you showed them, and you continue to show them. Look, the Food Network. I mean, you long term. We have a couple pictures to show you, and your own content that you put out. You talk about acting. Your American Pickle. There's a piece of American Pickle, and so it's not just the Kalyn Allen experience. The acting and the work that's to come, and the singing. I know what I celebrated to last Christmas.
Yes.
I was here for this with singers like Alex Newell, who sings from here around the world and back.
Yes.
Singing. I want more music.
Don't worry. Now I can't tell you this.
Hey.
There is a full Christmas album that I have recorded, 13 tracks, that will be coming out in 2024.
I am here. We're here. Come on. We are ready. Give the children the music, Kalyn.
Exactly.
Well, can we talk about a couple of things? I follow you. You have fun social media. I saw you on television this morning. Can we talk about a couple of things that you've been talking about on your social media?
Yes.
Firstly, congratulations. You have a new project that's coming out.
Yes, I do.
And Roku is fun, and celebrity cooking is fun, and Sofia Vergara is fun, and getting paid is fun.
Absolutely. Well, I love doing anything related to food. The food videos are always what's going to be, my home. And so any opportunity, but what I'm really excited about this particular project, it's called Celebrity Family Cook-Off. That's the name of the show. But what I'm really excited about is the fact that I get to work with different celebrities, because what I love about that is that means we won't take it that serious. You know what I mean? With being at Food Network, these are real chefs. These are real people competing. We have to be very specific about the feedback that we give and the experience that we're having while eating the food. But this is a little bit lighter. It'll be a lot more fun. We're going to have some great people on, so I'm excited.
I'm super excited. I mean, I don't know how to make a grilled cheese sandwich, so I need to watch.
Well, we need to teach you how to do that, baby.
Please teach me how to do. I could scramble a mean egg, though. Don't play. To start.
Okay.
The Beyonce, you being the pop culture maven, the go-to news correspondent for all things Beehive. When did this happen, and what was it like when she reached? I mean, I know this happened.
Yes.
When did this happen, and what is it now to be at the forefront of the encyclopedia of it all? Like,
it's really kind of insane. So, I recently went on CBS News to talk about the Beyonce, Renaissance World Tour. And I was just like, I told my publicist, I said, when did I become the spokesperson for Beyonce? It's so funny. But what I love about that is if you ask anybody from especially my hometown, Kansas City, they know that I have adored Beyonce ever since I could talk. Like, I have thought that her career and everything that she does is so amazing. And to be honest, and I talked about a little about work ethic. I will say that a lot of the way that I work is molded after watching Beyonce and watching her BTS and seeing how she was always trying to, figure out the next thing to do and how to grow and how to, be her better self. And I adopted a lot of those same principles and lessons. And that's why I always say that she was like the mentor, that she just doesn't know it. You know what I mean? Because I really feel like as though I studied her when it came to being a businesswoman. You know what I mean? But now when they decided to make me come and do all the talking for her, I don't know when that happened. I like to take it as a more unofficial title, you know what I mean? But I do enjoy the opportunity to be able to celebrate her and give her flowers while she is still here. You know what I mean? I put her in the same category as icons and legends. I think sometimes people don't, because she's still relevant to today, and a lot of people don't get to have that type of success for this long. But the fact when you talk about how long she's been in this game, Destiny Child, since 1995, like, come on. Like, it's amazing the career that she has led. And I just want to do everything that I can to make sure that she gets the credit that she deserves.
And you do. And I hear you, because she a whole ass concert without a sip of water, singing her face off, dancing her face off.
Okay.
No one does it. The greatest living entertainer that's out there.
You right about it.
Absolutely. And I've seen some videos, and I know you've met Oprah, but can you explain this follow and unfollow? What happened? What was the moment you saw it happen, and what was the moment it went away?
Okay, so it went away instantly, and I have my theories of what happened. So I was in the bathroom, and right before I get in the shower, I'm always checking my phone, blah 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 blah. And I went to Instagram. You know, when you have a verified account, it'll automatically put like verified notifications at the top of your thing, especially when it comes to followers. And so I refreshed, and all of a sudden it said Oprah started following. I was like, what in the world is going on? I said, something's not right. I was like, is this a fake page? Or did somebody buy this badge? So I'm refreshing, and it still says it, right? So now I go to her page, and she only follows 4 people. And this is like O Magazine, Oprah Daily, and like OWN, and that's it. And like I think like Weight Watchers. And then I was like, yeah, it was a mistake. I said, somebody didn't accidentally press follow. And then they realized they did that and pressed unfollow, but it don't matter because I just know that she sees me.
She sees you. She's not even following Gail, and you got.
I know. That's how I knew that it was fake. Because when I went there and I didn't see Gail name on it, I said, no. She wouldn't follow me before she gonna follow Gail. That don't make no sense.
But they were looking for you. They were searching.
Okay, I spy.
And what was? Speaking of follows, you recently got another legend who I have seen in person, maybe the most beautiful human being I've ever seen, no matter what age. What was it like to talk to Jane Fonda? And what was
So, you know, Focus Features had asked me to come and work the release of her new movie, Book Club, The Next Chapter, and asked me to host their red carpet. And so I was on the carpet, and I was so nervous because we didn't know what talent would stop. You know how red carpets are. They're chaotic. Some people don't want to talk. Some people just go straight on past. And I was like, oh, my goodness, I have to get Jane Fonda. I have to get Jane Fonda. And so, mind you, and you know, on the carpet, there's the press sheets, right? So people know who they're talking to, right? All mine said was Kalyn Allen. Like, and next to me on the right was People Magazine, and on the left was Focus Features Social, but then there was like Variety, iHeartRadio, like all these different places. And I'm like, it's going to be really hard to get people to want to stop here by just having my name here, you know, without an outlet attached. And so she was walking down, she talking to everybody, but I think it had a lot to do with what I was wearing as well, because she saw me and she said, oh, and she said, what's your name? And then I told her, and then that's how we chit-chatted. And then the next day, I posted that picture, and she followed me. And I love Jane Fonda. I watch every episode of Grace and Frankie. I love Monster-in-Law. I love 9 to 5. I think she's an absolute comedic icon.
She is an icon. I mean, 2 Oscars, the whole thing. And it's your sunlight. You just are sunlight and joy. And how people watch you and not smile.
Oh, well, thank you. I try.
You try. I know it. And I know it is really hard to be authentic and be who you are in media, in podcast world, in red carpets, on television. It's people are always trying to mold and change you. Mm-hmm. How do you fight the fight against and stay authentically you? And what's next?
Well, I would say, luckily, I can say that I've never been in any space within Hollywood where somebody tried to change me. I think I have maybe came into it thinking somebody might have that approach, but I've never experienced that. And I think the reason why that is because the reaction videos happened pre-Ellen, and who I am is the moneymaker. I think if you change who I am, you lose the magic. You know what I mean? And so I think because of that, people kind of just let me go and let me do, I really experienced this. I just did a Netflix movie called Meet Me Next Christmas. And when we were on set, in the moments that I would just be able to like improv and everybody trusting me to do what I know how to do, that was just amazing for me, and it really helps me to know that I'm doing something right.
You are doing something right, and you're spreading a lot of love and joy, and you're spreading a lot of representation for a lot of people who see you and feel like they're okay, and there's a big, bright, beautiful future out there.
I love that. Thank you, Robert.
That's the truth. It's so beautiful. I'm ready. I want to see you on stage. I want your big Broadway debut.
It's coming. Where do you live?
Jersey. I'm in Fort.
Oh, okay. We neighbors. I'm in Jersey City.
I teach 5th grade in North Bergen, so we're really neighbors. Like you're in Hudson.
Wow.
Stand up.
Okay, but then this is what I'm gonna do, because when the Christmas album comes out, there will be a live show, and I'm going to make sure that you get a ticket.
I will buy myself a ticket. I will come and I'll have a drink and I will wear my Christmas regalia. I'll be full red and green glitter.
Oh yeah.
The whole experience that you have and all the joy that is coming, that's to come. I'm just a fan and I just love your energy. So when you are on, one more thing before we let you go, when you're on and you're doing podcasts and if it's with Ricky Lake or if it's just you or if it's social media and TikTok, how do you decide what's your private life and what's public? Because a lot of my students they've talked about putting their business out there and what they say and how it becomes a part of the world. And they instantly want to be an influencer. They instantly want to be famous because of TikTok. Well, how do you decide? I know you're a Capricorn, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So you work your ass off and you, and you keep things kind of quiet, private life, a little private. What do you decide? How do you decide what's for the public and what's yours?
Well, I think first and foremost is that I know that I can't give all of myself. I have to keep a little bit for myself. And there are times where I'm thinking like, well, if I probably talked about this, or if I was more vocal about this, I could probably, get to where I want to be faster or something like that. You know what I mean? But I think it all comes to back. The way that I gauge it is like what makes me feel good. If there's a piece of me that I feel like I'm giving to the world, and I am very, very much a person that follows my instincts. If I feel like I've given too much, or I've told too much, or I have given off the best parts of me, then there's nothing to create from when it comes to me being a creative, especially when it comes to trauma and pain and sadness. And that's also, it's like, I got to keep this stuff up under my sleeve. I can't give it all to you at once. I got to be able to sustain,
little trail of
right.
Absolutely. Well, nobody does it. Everyone, if you're one of the 8 people in the world who's not following him on Instagram or TikTok, it's at the Kalyn Allen. Make sure you stay on top of it. If you like Christmas in July, my first Christmas album is out. If you want if you want the videos, if you want the content, the movies, the television, all follow to stay on top of it. Happy Pride 2023. It was such an honor to kick things off with you. It really,
oh my goodness, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Continued success. We're here. We're rooting for you.
I know. I need to come over there and read a book to the 5th graders.
Oh, please book to the 5th graders anytime. That done deal. I love it. And he's from Jersey now. His Christmas show is on sale at 54 Below. He is the best. I love Kalyn Allen. He just gives joy. He just radiates sunshine and happiness and moonbeams and shooting stars and rainbows and butterflies. And you know who else does? The mother, queen, the most beautiful woman I have ever seen. My goodness, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The one and only Angelica Ross is here. Take a peek. You think we'd kick off Pride season? You think we'd kick off any season and not invite our favorite guest? Literally our favorite. Miss Ross is back in the house. She has y'all, are you ready for this single that's coming out? I don't know if I'm ready for this. Look at this artwork. Come on, Angelica Ross. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you. Hello. Mwah, 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 mwah.
So good to see you. You are.
Thank you.
I was saying to you before we came out here, look at you. You're like a whole recording studio. You're ready.
Oh, yeah. So I'm coming to you live right now from Miss Ross Studios. So this is kind of like where all the things go down. I got my Ableton Push here. I've got obviously my MacBook, my speakers, my control center. And usually when I'm in the studio, I kind of put my whole studio on the session on the big screen so I can kind of really get a close look at what's going on.
And then you take those vocals and cut and splice and make those mixes and you do all of it yourself.
Well, so here's what's great about this new chapter in my career right now. I've always been a musician. I played piano from 4th grade. I've been a budding songwriter, and my fans that follow me know that. But Purr is actually the first time and first release that I'm releasing something that I've actually written. The other songs were sort of written for me and kind of constructed, specifically for a specific outcome. So now the day that I was on Broadway in New York playing Roxy Hart in Chicago, as you know, and as soon as I finished on Broadway, yes, oh my God, it was such a moment. Like that moment on Broadway really solidified for me that you can do this, especially vocally. That time stretched me so much vocally. And so as soon as I was done on Broadway, I was still in New York. My manager set up a recording session, a writing session with some friends, Canon Mapp, Aritza Law, and producer Alex International. And we were sitting in his studio going over music, and he plays this track for Purr. And I love the track, but when I first heard it, to be honest, I was like, ooh, I was like, can I do that? Like it was so obviously like just ballroom. It had that with the crashes in it and all the kind of stuff. And I was just like, I thought it might have been a little bit ambitious, at first. So we were listening to other stuff, and then I was like, no. We got to go back to this other track. And we sat there, and in one session, we wrote the song top to bottom together. And it had such an energy in the recording studio between all of us. But I remember this moment between me and Aritza. She's a cisgender female Black woman. And there was this thing between me and you, we on another level, and it was this kind of celebration, both of her as a cis woman, me as a trans woman, but just we wanted to inject this energy into the song that was not just about feeling ourselves, but kind of about having those friends in that circle of people where you can celebrate each other's femme queen energy, whether you're trans or cis.
That's what you said. You're giving us femme queen energy. You're giving us the children will be dancing and sashaying away as you give this. Did not realize that this is your first written piece that's
released. Yeah. Since Spotlight, I wrote Spotlight in 2010, and I believe that song might be still available somewhere. I think I might have removed that, but in 2010, that was my first release that I wrote, and even produced the music with a friend of mine, Antonio Sage, who I'm now producing music with again. But this was the first time, really, because I was trying to tell people that I was working with that, like, I want to be more involved in the process, but sometimes folks are more interested in creating an image and creating and things instead of like collaborating and sort of respecting the artistry that you're bringing to the table. So, during this process, I truly felt like just so respected, and like all of my suggestions were just kind of like pulled to the front. And it really was a truly collaborative process. And you can hear it in the music. I'm so excited for the song.
I am so excited for this song. It doesn't surprise me that you're there at your own home studio. You're a musician, like you said, since 4 years old, playing and singing. You are all into the tech and the coding and how to do all the computer thing. I can't even learn how to record a video.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, the thing is that music has always been my first love. And I always talk to people about whatever dream they have to find a way to do that thing right now. And I'm someone, over the years, people watch me on YouTube, on MySpace. I have actually been writing and producing music for about a decade. Has it been great? No. Maybe in the last few years, it's gotten better because of how much time I have been putting into it. And so with Purr, you're hearing experience coming to this moment in the lyrics, in the vocals, in the delivery. And so, I'm hoping that people are going to be purring by the pool all summer long.
I would.
That's what I'm about to do. That's what I'm about to go do.
Better give back and shoulder and everything.
Yes.
Listen, I saw you on Broadway. You are climbing ladders. You are shuffling off to Buffalo. You are singing, belting, and skrelting your face off in this. And I've seen you perform in small settings live with an acoustic little band. You literally there are no bounds to what you can do.
Thank you.
And we are here for it. I read, of course, your history on television and your acting pieces. You were inspired by some of maybe a past character or so, giving the ballroom moment. We want the ballroom moment from you, Miss Ross.
Well, let me tell you, not only was, Candy is something that Candy is someone I always carry with me. She taught me how to be more real, how to be more authentic, even when others didn't see that realness for you. And so, with this track particularly, I have some very special visuals that have been shot and that are going to be dropping very soon, like almost any day. But and there is a little nod. I don't want to spoil it, but what I will say is that this song I dedicate to Candy and to all the Candies out there and to the entire ballroom community. This is a celebration of Femme Queen energy.
I mean, are you kidding? I mean, hello. This is where it's at right here. I was very in my feelings, and I actually thought of you, and I thought of that arc on Pose, and I thought of all of that because I'm doing a show and it's opening Pride at 54 Below, and 54 Below is where the VIP room of Studio 54 was. And I was thinking about a generation of people who we've lost through the AIDS epidemic, a generation of people who fought for queer rights and died and marched, and to this day, trans rights, Black trans women, but that are forgotten of in these political times. But we also get to have fun and joy and celebrate. And you've spoken about that in the past. You've told us, drink your V8 and find your peace. Are we going to turn up a little this June and we're going to celebrate this summer?
Baby, listen, in the face of all the in the face of all of the haters, all of the anti-joy for queer and LGBTQ folks, we are going to get our lives this summer. You hear me? From Purr to Higher Ground. I'm about to release another song that's an up-tempo ballad called Higher Ground with Terrell Carter. And so I'm going to hit you from both sides. A song that is inspirational and uplifting, that's all about understanding that when love is not being served at the table, sometimes you have to get up and head for higher ground. And as well as Purr is that song that says, forget what anybody else thinks, girl, feel it. Because we are on another level and we're going to celebrate ourselves. So this summer is all about celebration. We're not going to give up the fight, but we're going to put some joy and celebration into the routine and scheduled program.
Yes, that's it. I'm here for it. What made you decide I'm going to start Miss Ross Records? I read the press release. This is coming out on Miss Ross Records. This is you are fully in charge. This is your baby. How important is it to own and to be in charge of the message, the music, the visuals, the whole thing? This is it. It's yours. You own it. It's yours.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because there's always some sense of ownership and boss that I try to bring to any situation, whether I'm running it or not. And so like Only You, even though I didn't write it or produce it, it was released under Miss Ross Music. And so what I know is that, again, I'm not waiting for a green light. I'm not waiting for a yes. The only yes that is important to me is my own. And so I'm modeling for my community that when you are ready, you need to put everything you have behind yourself. Be willing to put it all into yourself. And so with Miss Ross Records, my hopes are that not only do I use this system to sort of like release and create music the way that I want to, and when I want to, and how I want to, with who I want to, but I'm hoping that Miss Ross Music grows and that we end up signing other new artists, but I will, found it as being the first artist, but there are other artists I'm already collaborating with who I've got my eyes on. We have a remix of Purr that's in the works right now. And I can't tell you which artist is going to be working on that right now, but like, just know that I'm collaborating with folks who are not yet famous, as well as pop divas who we know are legendary for the longest time. So I've got I'm so grateful for being seen, finally being seen now, both as an actor and viably as a musician.
I can't wait. If you want to stay on top of things, you got to go to the Instagram. You got to go to missross.com. You got to stay on, stream the music right now, wherever you listen to music. Start listening to the stream. Send a friend.
Listen, I'm independent. So it's one of those things where I think that I just want to say, like, thank you. Thank you, Robert. Thank you to everyone who is using their platform to help me like promote this, because I think you understand. I think those folks understand. I'm not with a major label. So every share, every click, every stream means the world to me. Those who say that they want to see more representation in these spaces, where here I am, and I am trying to sing my heart out for you and give you my all. And all I'm asking is for your support.
Well, you know what? You inspire me in many, many ways as an artist, and your truth and who you are and what you stand for. But what really inspires me is that I have seen you stand at a stage door at a theater and meet every single person, because each person who bought a ticket matters and is a stream. I have seen you do interviews with people who you are, and I'm not being shady to them, incredibly visible and famous, and you are there with them because you know that 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, 1,000,000 people are you, and you've collected and you've put your music out and you work your ass off at what you do.
Thank
you.
you.
And
I really appreciate for being seen that, because I think my fans, especially fans that come from trans community and LGBT queer communities, they know that how hard I've been working at this. So to have that be seen, that's all. Sometimes that's all it takes, is just being seen. Like, for me, from the first release in 2010 to this Purr release in 2023, I've seen myself grow as an artist. And I'm just extremely grateful for those who have been witness to and have been audience to and have been fans this whole time.
well, we can't let you go without just saying, we know you sings, but this is these are some of my, I can't even, you will creep me and keep me up at night. You have such a range of what you're able to do. If it's the horror, if it's the pose, if it's the Broadway, if it's the handstand at the end of Chicago, you've got it. And now we're all going to be purring, get a drink, get a pool.
Yes.
Moments. I can't. Oh my goodness. Purr's streaming right now. Everybody go at
and listen, I added some acapella tracks in there too on the EP, just in case some of those DJs out there want to make your own sort of remix. Go ahead, let me see what you're doing.
Yes, we need to bump all through June and all through this summer, so share it and put it out there.
Come on, DJs. Yeah, make it pop. Let's hear what you got.
I'm so excited for you. You know what? We love you so much. I love you and appreciate you. You are the best. You're our favorite, and we will be following and rooting every single step of the way. We're so honored to have you here again.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Ross. Well, there you have it. One Pride down, and we'll be live and with you on Tuesday. So don't miss a moment. Well, David Archuleta and Mercury Stardust are here, and we have so many shows for you, so many interviews. I'm so excited. I'm so tired. Wait till you hear the weekend review on Tuesday. Yeah, I'll be at Barry Manilow. I'll have my own concert. I'll be at the Gotham game. I'll be at the beginning of Tribeca Film Festival. It's just a party. So join me, and I'll see you there. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It means everything from the bottom of my heart. Pride is not about being gay or straight. Pride is about loving who you are and having pride in who you are authentically. And nothing but the best is going to happen to you when you live that way out loud. Thanks for being here. The best is yet to come. God bless you. See you real soon. Only here on the Roundtable. I'm Robert Bannon. Have a good one.